Hey guys, it's your girl Dawn, and it's Wednesday. So I'm supposed to meet you for Taco Tuesday, but my kiddo had his first basketball game of the season and smashed or ate or whatever the current vernacular is for him, doing a fabulous job. Proud mommy. He has another game tonight, so few minutes, grab your word, grab your Bibles, and go with me to the book of Ruth. I'm making my way through the Bible. Let me give a quick Bible backdrop to kind of help you that if you are reading through the Bible, maybe this will give you a different appreciation for the section of Joshua, Judges, and Ruth. So Joshua represents our covenant keeping God, right? That he kept his covenant to bring them back to a land he promised Abraham that his descendants would inherit, and that he would clear out the inhabitants and all of that. That's Joshua. Judges is a covenant keeping God who stays faithful in the face of a covenant breaking people. What you will read in the book of Judges is this repeated phrase and everyone did what was right in their own eyes. And in that time, there was no king in Israel, and just kind of this lawless living, not that they didn't have a law, not that they were not given instructions. Remember, that's our Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, given complete instructions on how to conduct themselves, how to behave when they got to the promised land. Well, got to the promised land, and they did exactly what Moses said they were going to do. Is you're going to forget God. You're going to grow, you're going to build your houses, you're going to have your crops and your harvest, and you're going to forget God. Well, Judges is just that a covenant keeping God against the covenant breaking people. What makes it so beautiful is that just when they're getting ready to be annihilated, here comes God, right? And God raises up a judge who defends them. All right, that's Judges. Ruth. Well, Ruth chapter 1, verse 1. Let's read. During the time of the judges, now we have context, there was a famine in the land. A man left Bethlehem in Judah with his wife and 2 sons to stay in the territory of Moab for a while. What do I want you to hear, see, and know from that one verse? Given the context that we just got, there was a man who was living in this time of a covenant keeping God with a covenant breaking people who left the house of bread, Bethlehem, because there was a famine. A few different things. Beware in this season of leaving the place that God sent you to and provided for you, because there's a famine there. We should probably seek God. This guy leaves Bethlehem, and if you know how the rest of that story read, encourage you to read it. He leaves Bethlehem with a wife and 2 sons. By the time the story is over, his wife's a widow, the 2 sons are dead, and she's headed back to Bethlehem. Don't leave because there is a famine. I encourage you to stay wherever God is. Now, can God use your missteps and your mistakes and still get you there? Absolutely. That's how this story ends. But I'm asking you that even in a famine, if God didn't say move, stay.